Welcome back to Lashing Out, Cutting Up. We on our live today. Today's episode, we are going to be talking about bad hygiene versus bad service. But just to kind of give y'all a little insight for the people that have never listened to us before or seen our lives, we're going to go into, well, first let me introduce myself.
There you go.
I'm LaCuts, and this is beautiful young lady over here.
I'm Lashing Out Lucy.
And she's going to give you a little rundown about our podcast.
So thank y'all for joining our podcast today. Basically, we come on every other Wednesday around 8 o'clock. We're running a little late. We had some technical difficulties, but our podcast basically is about salon hot topics, educating our consumer on the value of patronizing a certified or a licensed professional. And then last but not least, we exposing all the bullshit and fun and laughter. So that's what our podcast is all about.
Yes, and we are really want to introduce our guests today. These two lovely ladies. I'll go ahead and hand it off to you guys. Just give us a little bit of information about you. Shout out your Instagram if you would like, or your business, whichever. But I'm gonna start it right across from me.
Well, I'm Maintaining Free. I own the Yoni Lux Lounge, which is located in Belleville. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at the Yoni Lux Lounge, and I specialize in yoni steaming. I am an herbalist, and yeah, that's what I do.
Okay.
Welcome.
Okay.
We can't wait to ask you some questions.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Spicy.
Hey guys, my name is Maya. I am a cosmetologist. I'm known on Facebook as the Hair Hustler. And Instagram, you can follow me at Maya Stanford on Facebook and the Herbie Hustler on Instagram. I specialize in hair cutting, men's and women, perm styles, braids, ponytails, anything pretty much in the beauty world I do. So, and you can
And she do my hair.
Yeah, and you can catch me on West Florissant and Freestyle, Barber and Beauty Salon, right next to the Old Sweetie Pies.
Okay. All right. Give us all the details. That's what I'm
Yes.
talking about. Well, we are definitely glad you ladies did join us tonight. So we're going to actually go ahead and get started. So we have, it's called This or That. So let me kind of break it down to you what that means. So we actually have questions for you, kind of questions, but really you're going to choose either or. So kind of like our topic, how it is bad hygiene versus bad service, kind of goes along the lines of that. So if you do not choose anything, you have to check. No, I'm sorry, you was choose one, right? If you choose one, you have to take a drink.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. So, and if you have stories to go along with it, we gladly want you to go ahead and elaborate. Elaborate.
We're going to ask questions.
Elaborate. So we'll go ahead and start with our first one. So our first one is going to be it's going to be for both of you guys. So do you prefer or do you use verbal consultations or paper consultations, or which one do you prefer?
I prefer verbal.
Okay.
Because in this industry, people don't pay attention to the paper at all.
Okay, but go on, take that drink, though.
Yeah, you going to take that shot. Take that shot because you chose one.
Okay.
I rarely say verbal because people don't pay attention to paper nowadays. Everything is much faster, so they ain't trying to really look at. They barely even read like your bio on your booking. They always forget to send their deposit, so of course they ain't gonna read nothing that's considering paper. Mm-hmm. So the reason why I say verbal is because when I get them in my chair, I can tell them what it is right then and there. So it's sinking into them instead of them going on there reading it, and they gonna know like, oh, she ain't playing. If I don't come with the deposit, she gonna cancel me right off the flip. So I think it's better if you just tell them right when they're in your chair, vice versa the paper, because it ain't too much. They rip that up.
Yeah. So now paper can be a version too, because it can be kind of like you're online, like even when you go on in your consent, or you actually have them agree to your terms before they book your appointment. So it could be some of that too, because a lot of people don't do a lot of paper. No. You said, what we storing it at? What we putting it at?
Yeah. What about you, Free?
I would kind of say both because I do have a paper.
Okay.
And I also talk to them verbally. You
Okay.
know, so when they get there, I kind of do a little bit of mixture of her. Feel this out first, and then I'm going to come talk to you.
Okay.
Because I know you probably just skim through it.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm gonna still talk to you verbally and let you know what you signed.
Yeah, I feel like the verbal is always going to be smart anyways because you're going to reiterate what you already put on there. And a lot of times you do have to reiterate deposits or reiterate late fees, reiterate, you no show, no call, baby.
This is what's
Yeah.
happening.
Is what's going to happen. And so I think a lot of people have gotten away from doing any type of consultation. So
What you
sometimes with me, a lot of times when I do have clients that are new, I always make sure that I make sure that I have a space for them. You're a new client. So I book out extra time for that extra. And then I'm a barber. So my consultation won't be as long as if you were doing a facial and like, let's say you're doing an install, you might want to get more information than me. Yeah. But my thing is I need at least a good 10 to 15 minutes to go over what we talking about. What you trying to do? Let me introduce myself, get to know you. So you kind of get a vibe or a feel. Sometimes it don't necessarily last that long, but I always book it. I put it in the appointment to have that extra 10, 15 minutes because one, and I don't, just so everybody know, I don't do kids no more. Please. Don't you book a kid. Don't you send me a kid. I don't do kids no more. The kids that are already currently with me.
But do you do verbal or do you do paper?
Mine is more, I guess I would say paper because, and I'll take my drink.
Yeah.
But I do like a lot of verbal though. I'm one of those people that I give you one try. You got that one time to mess over on me, like the no call, no shows. You don't no call, no show me. You can't book with me. I will cancel you. If you go on there and try to, I will cancel you. And if I don't recognize the name, I'm gonna text immediately. Hi, how you doing? I see that are you a new client? And then you didn't book a new client? I'm gonna figure out who you are first before I allow you to come up in here and then look at me and I be like, so you tried to be slick. Because that's what people would do. They'll try to go around your verbal consultation and your written consultation to benefit them. Or they'll argue with you about it, and I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah, that's why I say, like, verbal, because, like, even on the new website that I have waivers on there, and all my clients they're going around the waiver.
Yeah.
And it's like, why are you going around the waiver, and this is for your help? Like, if you come in here and you book a color, and it's asking you're waiving if you come up in here that anything is to happen to you as far as an allergy, peanut, you don't tell me that up front, you're liable for, like, to get
What happened?
You're going to get the consequence behind it.
Like, don't be on Facebook bashing me because I'm going to say, hey, there was a waiver that you didn't even sign on here. So when you came and sat in my chair, you
should have known what you was getting into. You should have been.
yourself into.
Yep.
Definitely.
So I tell everybody, hey, there is a waiver, and it always remind you, if you book in a color consultation, fill that out so I can get a notification of who you are, what's going on with you, what health condition you have, so I can have some type of knowledge of like, okay, I need not do this.
Who you dealing with?
Yeah.
And then people, that's the thing with me that also too that I think that sometimes us don't like to do it because it seems like it takes too much of your time. But
What was
you
that?
should.
What was that?
You know what that means. You know what that means. But it's like take that time. One, the purpose, like even when you're going into this industry, you want certain clientele for yourself. You know, like you're building this for a certain type of clientele.
Right.
And if you just going on like I don't care who it is or what it is, that's why you're going to end up with people that don't rebook, people that no call, no show, and you get all of that. I want to know you. If you're going to be my client, we're going to get to know each other.
Yeah,
I'm in a suite, we're going to get to know each other.
Yeah.
Even if you're a quiet client, that's fine. I understand that. You're not a big talker. I'm a talker. So if you start talking to me, baby, we going to talk.
Yeah.
Now, see, I did both.
Uh-huh.
Because you gonna like you this well I started when everything wasn't online, but I did paper consultations because of my background was litigation, and I handled those lawsuits against like beauty professionals. So I saw what people did, you know. So I wanted you to actually fill this out. So then if something go down and we go to court, it's like, oh no, you signed and said you was not allergic to nothing. But now all of a sudden you super sensitive and this, that, and the other, you know, so, but I did both.
Oh, well, I didn't take my shot. Let me go and take my shot. I'm a little thirsty.
You and Maya did too.
Just a little thirsty. Look, and then I
Well, I
love
think
cute little
before
shot
we
glasses,
go
too.
on, I think we all should take a shot.
Oh, yeah.
Just to start, we were supposed to start. I brought these cute little shot glasses. I'm always traveling. I do an international trip every year. But these are from Panama.
So cute.
I went to
They
Panama
are.
last year.
Okay.
So let's take a shot
Toasting it
to a great
up.
podcast
Cheers, ladies.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about bad hygiene and bad service.
Okay, so let's move on to our next this or that. That actually isn't too bad.
I'm not a drinker.
Me either. So the next one is going to be credit cards versus cash. That's where this industry get a little touchy because people want their cash. They don't want nobody to know their business.
I want credit card.
I would prefer
Oh dang, I
cash.
gotta take a shot.
You
Oh,
definitely
yeah, you
need to
definitely
take
do.
a
You already
shot.
chose.
Yeah, you chose hard too. Baby. Put that credit card on fire, baby, because I'm gonna get my money.
Yeah, but you know what? The reason why I think, you know what, now I really don't
I'll take
care.
both.
I don't really care, but I really like credit cards because when I keep cash in my pocket, I just spend
Spend it, yeah.
I remember one time I walked out the salon with about $1,000 in my pocket, and I ended up like buying a car the next day.
What?
Cause like I walked in, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get that card. I put the $1,000. I just spent all my damn money.
Yeah.
But so that's why. But also too is, you know, I was a lash stylist, and to be honest, people had me fucked up. I'm like, I want credit cards. So then when you try to play me, let me know
Still
what
get that
your
money.
net worth is, because I can show these tax returns. I can show these tax returns on what I made on just some lash.
There was actually a video that a guy created that he basically had people come up and check their balances. And he was like, people were bold enough to do it. And it was people was coming up, they had $5 in their account. One guy had like 1.6 million. Everybody was like, who he is? Because he didn't look like nobody. So I was just like, you
Hey, them the
never
ones that
know.
usually have the
yeah.
money is the ones that don't look like they
Them,
got money.
exactly.
Exactly.
So what you thinking, Miss Free?
I don't think about cash.
You want that cash?
Yeah, I kind of want that cash. It's a little bit more easier for the type of business that I have.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm choosing cash. Cash money.
She's saying cash. She got our money before we can. Look, we didn't book us an appointment and she got our money.
Can't dispute that.
She said, nope, you sure can.
You're not disputing that one.
Sure ain't. So she got a little both. But I get it because I'm in a cash business. I'm a barber, so you know it's nothing to just do cash real quick. Because a lot of people talk bad about Cash App, and I do Zelle, and I also do Cash App. Now I like a Zelle.
But where it come to bite us is because when we get ready, we make a lot of money. I mean, this beauty
right.
industry is $1 billion industry.
Right.
Yeah.
But when we go get ready to buy a house, then that's when they want to
Oh yeah.
critique us, and they like, oh, you claim now all of a sudden you want to claim you make all this money.
Yeah.
But then you got to prove it, and they don't. When they giving you credit, they don't really go off of cash being deposited into your account versus
don't.
they want to see the credit card
Yeah, the
processing.
transactions.
Yeah, when you go for those bigger loans,
Yeah.
you gotta have $10,000 a month to qualify for those bigger loans, or you know, to qualify to
Oh,
get
Square,
those.
Square legitly will give you a loan. If it see that your credit card processing is a certain limit, Square be like, oh, hey, how you doing? You processing $10,000 a month. You sure you don't want this good old loan?
Yeah.
Go on get it. Go on get it. We gonna
But
charge you some
Square give you
interest.
some money if you just processing $1,000 though.
Yeah.
Square.
Square
Be like, hey, boo.
you need this 500.
You sure look like you're doing good this week. All right, so we got our answers. Did we have some shots going? No, you said both. You said one.
I say both.
Oh yeah, we gonna get you told by the end. She quiet right now. She ain't gonna be too much quiet too much
I gotta take a
longer.
shot. I gotta take a shot.
Yeah.
All right, I got another one. What would you prefer? A client that comes on time or a client that tips?
Ooh. Wait a minute now.
Because do y'all ladies have a grace period?
I do.
Okay.
I do. Well, I really don't have a grace period. I say keep the open communication up. Like, let me know, like, hey, I'm running 5 or 10 minutes late. Because 9 times out of 10, hey, I could probably run 5 or 10 minutes late. If you tell me, I could go run and give me something to eat. So
Yeah,
we
it's
both
true.
gonna be late.
yeah, that's
I
a
got
good
you.
one.
I
If you
know, I
tell
feel you on
me
that.
like, hey,
It's more
running, like,
intimate
10
when you have your
10
own suite.
Like if you tell me like, hey, I'm running late, I'm like, oh well, she gonna be 10 minutes late. I can go ahead and run and give me some food so we can meet each other at the same time.
Yeah.
So what you choosing now?
What you choosing?
You say you
Client
choosing
on
that-
time versus a client that tips really well.
Oh, she said really
Hey,
well.
I'll
Just
get
tip.
a
Just
tip.
tip. We
Just
don't
a
know.
tip.
You don't know what they gonna tip.
I said client on time
Yeah.
Okay.
because
Try though.
she got clients back to back.
Because you
They
just
got
pick
back-
one.
They gonna tip you no matter what.
Yeah.
So taking the client,
You
that
think they
tips
are.
The ones I be getting, they do. Even
Well,
when they are late,
that's
or
true.
even if they on time,
That's true.
they still tip. So either way, if they like they her and they know like, oh, she bomb, and I know I'm gonna come back, they gonna tip right then and there. I'd rather for somebody to come on time because shoot, I have people coming behind them, and that's gonna put me behind, and the next person gonna be.
And then that
now
person might not
that,
pit
that
tip.
person
Yeah.
gonna
Well,
be
let me
angry with
let
me.
me actually let me. I'm not
Don't take
trying to
that shot, though, Maya.
You take your shot, but I have a question. I do have a question. Do y'all think us tend not to tip as much as you would see in other cultures or other people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think not tipping is in American culture is disrespectful.
yeah.
I'm in the service industry and I make sure that I tip. Like,
Yeah.
I make sure. Oh, you got one. I make sure that I tip. Like, I feel like you should tip for good service. Now, I do understand. Like, I know when you go to like places like Tokyo, stuff like that, it's disrespectful to tip.
Right.
But their culture is that we're giving you 120%. So you don't have to tip us. This is what we do. We don't got that in America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
She up there trying to smoke.
I'm trying to inhale. I was like, I don't think I'm supposed to inhale. Yeah, I'm with her on that. The whole tipping part. I do think that it's not
I've
necessarily.
even gotten better. Like now that I mean, you know, most beauty professionals, we in the bars at night, you know, making extra money.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do it.
So
I'll be inhaling.
I'll help you out.
I'll be inhale.
So I definitely tip, but what you do?
Yeah.
We bad.
Yeah, bad.
We
with
bad.
that.
Real bad.
I think it's very disrespectful because my family came back from a church background. So when we go out to eat, we tip. I don't like when I go with my friends and it's a lot of us at the table and they
Pick your
don't
mic up.
and they don't put no tip down. Like I don't like that. I think that is very
Yeah.
disrespectful because it's about 15 of us. This person is taking care of us, and you gonna look at me for the tip, or you gonna say, oh well, I only got like $2 or whatever, but you know you was coming to eat though.
Yeah, that's what I used to say because when
And then that'd be the main one that'd be like, can you give me some extra ranch? Can you give me some napkins? Can I get a straw? Can I get a, and then they'll wait till you come and then they'll be like, can I get a drink? I was just right here.
Yeah. Like,
Can I get
what?
another this? Can I get another that?
don't go out
Right.
to eat if you can't afford to tip.
But like,
Yeah.
Period.
what all y'all want? So we can go get it at one time.
Yeah.
But free, hold on, we didn't get your what you choosing?
I gotta say, a client coming on time.
Yeah,
I value my time, and you need to value my time as well.
yeah,
You know, period.
yeah. I'm with you on that because
And I'm gonna take a shot to that.
there's
Take a shot. Well, I gotta take a shot my too because
No
mine
lie.
is client on time.
Yeah, mine too.
Because if you on time, everybody gonna pretty much tip that whole thing. And in my salon, we used to have contests like who walking out of there with the most tips. Because sometimes your tips could be almost $200-300
Man.
Yeah.
just by itself. You know,
Yeah.
especially if you got them high ticket dollar items.
Yep,
You know,
because
so I
people
take my
do. They based on the price of their ticket, they will tip based upon that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with y'all. I got to take my shot too. 'Cause
Yeah.
I need
Don't
on
take-
time because baby.
Yeah.
Baby, you gonna need another. Look at her.
Y'all see that, right?
Baby, I'll
Oh, we
take a
take it.
sip.
Okay, and I'm over here getting
You
hot
can have
now.
another one.
Yeah.
I know. I'm getting hot
It is.
too.
It is. I was like, I need to slow down. I might need to grab my pen versus doing all of this. All right. So then, this is our last one though. Would you prefer a client that sleeps during the service or on the phone?
On the phone. On the phone. I prefer either one, but because they're falling asleep, You know,
Why
I'm
you
liable
trying
to
to do
burn
Because
you.
you a hairstylist.
Yeah,
They be like,
I'm
about to burn
like,
you
and
and
then
all
it mess
that.
with my ergonomic. Like, don't do that.
Hi, Jada.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
What
don't
about you?
fall asleep in the church because if I got the clippers or the scissors, I'm liable to clip you, snip you.
wrong
Your
way.
hair might not come out the right way. Then don't be mad when you wake up. Then something ain't right.
See what I'm
But
saying?
you sat here and slept the whole time, and then the sleeping, it be like the snoring.
Oh, Lord.
I think that's sleep.
It be like they be knocked out. So I don't know if it's my hands or whatever. That's why sometimes I hate, shampooing people's hair before I do their hair because they like, oh, your hands put me to sleep. I was like, baby, I ain't gonna be able to shampoo. You gonna have to come shampoo because we can't be having this.
Falling asleep every time.
But the shampoo part, I'm okay with them falling asleep in the shampoo part, but it's when you style it.
they go to sleep in the church. They be like, your
yeah.
hands
To
are just
relax
so
them to the
relaxed.
point
And I'm
that
like,
they out.
yeah.
I'm like, hold on, baby, you gonna have to come shampoo next time because
No,
going to
baby.
sleep.
A shampoo.
You
I
going to
was
sleep
I
on
was
me.
a shampoo girl before I even became a licensed barber,
Yeah.
and when I say that was the best, and even after I became a barber, and I was like, that's how I made money in the shop. I used to shampoo all the guys, so I'd be like, as soon as I came, I was like, look, I charge you like $5, $6 for a shampoo. Anybody you need the shampoo, come on over.
Yeah.
And I'm just
They
over
giving
there
you
just
like $10,
this.
$15.
Yeah,
But you
they give
know
my
what?
little
A
extra,
lot of
look at my
people
little-
they don't like to pay for shampooing.
They don't. They think
They
it should be
don't.
included.
And I'm like, shampooing and detangling hair is totally different. Detangling that's another process
That's a
on top of
whole
that.
nother
Shampooing, okay. But if you got a lot of hair and you know it tangle fast, that's a whole different service. Because
Yep.
now they can potentially go from like an hour to 2 hours on top of doing your hair.
But then that goes to that consultation because
Yeah.
before I start, I'm going to let you know, this falls into a detangling
Yep.
service.
Instead of waiting to the
Yeah.
end of the service
instead
to
of
say
you
it.
booked for this,
Right.
Yeah.
so I do have to add this because this is going to take a little bit more time
For me to
and I might
detangle.
run into my other.
yeah,
client.
and some people
Yeah.
think that shampooing and detangling is the same.
No. It's
They
not.
think that's
Not at
all a part of the service right there, and it's not.
No,
I'm gonna
no.
let everybody know it's not.
It's not. And please stop bringing your kids in here talking about shampooing their hair and you ain't combed through it in umpteen years. And then you talking about sit still. Baby, they don't even know how to comb through their head. So why you yelling at them? Stop yelling at these babies. Leave them alone. You comb through their hair at home, wash their hair at home. Then we don't have a
problem.
A problem when you bring them to us.
Yeah.
Because now they're used to it. They can
Right.
get used to doing stuff. But you like, I can't even do it at home. Oh, so you want me to come
You
in?
gonna bring it to me and give me the problem.
Yeah, so
Yeah, and like I'm gonna start like putting on there. Tell me if your kid afraid of the blow dryer because that blow dryer. I've been having like some clients lately. Don't even know. As soon as they hear the noise, it's just like a trigger to them. Like I'm like, hold on.
So
Is
who been
something
washing
going
your
on?
blow dry
Is
your
something
hair?
going on in y'all household that I need to know about? For real.
Because when they get there, they be like, "Shut up and sit down." I
Yeah,
can't do it.
they be screaming. I'm like, hold on, is it the noise? Because I ain't even put it on your head yet.
Yeah. But that, because even with the sleeping part, because I'm gonna choose. I actually don't mind the client that goes to sleep. Just don't do this. Don't do
Have
that.
you ever nicked somebody? Like for them jerking, like you like.
No, because most of the time, if they're asleep, I'm prepared for them to be asleep. It's because if I know that you're one of these, then I'm gonna be like, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. I'll tap you on your forehead real quick.
Before you hit the
wake up, wake up,
clipper.
wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. You gotta wake up because if you do that, your hairline gonna be back here. Stop playing with me. It's my fault. And then one of the
That's
lady gonna say that in there. Yeah, hold your head back because she gonna throw your lining back. First of all, shut up. You sit over there.
She said, throw your lining back.
No, you sit over there, mind your business.
I'm weak.
I'm pretty sure I got it. I'm good. But yeah, that phone,
Yeah.
I can't. I'll be just like, cause I need you to hold your head up. If
Yeah.
please put your head up. This,
Yeah.
or you push the head up and they go right back to this, and I'd be like, give me
And if it was
give me that
me,
damn
I would
phone.
choose neither one of them. Like that is a hard topic because either one of them can go hand in hand.
They
Your
can.
head's still gonna go down.
Yes.
If you sleep, it's going down. You got that phone, it's gonna stay in one position.
Or they gotta be
Well,
like,
see, for me, it's more so sleep.
Yeah.
Because when people talking on their phone, and I'm trying to do your lashes, I'm trying to do something aesthetic wise.
Yeah.
then people talk with their eyes.
They do.
So, and I need your eyes closed because I'm dealing with a chemical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, they
I
definitely.
would say
What
don't
about you,
come in
Free?
there with a phone.
Oh, my clients can go to sleep.
because they in the church.
Yeah, they
Ooh, I can't-
relaxing.
I can't
with
wait.
your
I can't
thing.
wait.
Like, listen, pop their leg up or
Now
something.
she
just-
came with that before we came.
You got 30 minutes. Take your little nap.
Take your nap because we gonna wake you up.
Because you know you're going to wake up and feel fresh.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, don't let that thing do what it do.
that's how they come. Not as whistling on them now. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right, ladies. Well, we're gonna go into our story time. So we actually have. Because I want you to talk. I need you to talk. To you.
Yeah. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
So what the?
You want me to ask it?
Yeah, actually, because you
Okay.
abbreviated. What is?
Sorry. Okay, so we're gonna start with Free. Those who are joining the live, Free is a herbalist, and she owns a Yanni Steam salon. So, like we said, the topic of tonight is bad hygiene versus bad service, right? Okay, so one of the questions that we have for you is that both of us, even though she's a barber, I'm a cosmetologist, we both are Estes.
Yeah.
So we deal with bad smells as well. When we get ready to do Brazilian waxing. Okay. So the thing is how do we tackle that together? That bad smell? Or just tell us, give us the tea. What's your view on women with bad vagina smells?
Oh, Lord.
And do you think they really know?
yes.
They know?
You know.
But how, go ahead, girl.
Oh, they
go ahead.
do. So
You
do you
know
think they're
because
aware?
after you go to the bathroom, you smell it.
Yes.
You know.
Smelling like sweet tea.
Listen, you smell it. You
Yeah,
have
wiping them
you have a
Hold
whiff.
on. You smelling like what?
Sweet tea. I call it sweet tea. When you peed all day, you can tell somebody.
Tart.
Yeah.
It smell like tart sweet tea or something.
or something.
you
It's a
gonna
little
mess up.
sour.
I love sweet
It's
tea. Don't
sour.
mess up.
It's
Don't-
a little
it's
sour.
It's sour.
Okay, yes.
I'm about to say, because you about to mess up sweet tea for me. Don't be messing up no damn sweet tea.
I'm sorry.
It smells like sweet tea. Hold on. That's my favorite drink.
Definitely a little sour. And you can tell, you catch a whiff of yourself throughout
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah.
Whether it is going to the bathroom or are you sitting down or however you catch that whiff, you're going to catch it if it's a smell there. And it's like you need to take care of it. You need to figure
Do
out what's
you
going on.
catch their smells when they come to the Yanni Steam place?
Oh, of course. Yeah. It's like
So they coming to fix it.
I don't get a lot of people who have a smell problem, but once they sit down and I check on them or something,
That's when
the
you
room
smell.
might be smelling a little whiffy, and I'll be like, what you like? And that's when I get to open up the questions like, hey, so what brought you in? What you
Aw,
interested?
man.
What got
Wait
you
a minute. So the
interested?
steam can bring out a smell?
Yeah.
Well, I
The
believe
Yanni
so, 'cause it's-
steam?
It's
believe it.
cleansing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
Because-
educate us. Give us the tea.
Okay, so the pot is boiling. It's not really too hot, but of course the steam is coming up out the pot. So once you sit on top of it, you are covered in a gown over the whole pot. So the steam is absorbing in the gown and everything, So you might flash the gown up to kind of get some air. You might,
air breathe-
move a
breathe
little
a
bit
little
because the pot might be a little warm for you, but it's not too hot. But, you're not just going to sit there the whole time like this.
You're gonna move
You're
around.
going to move around. You might be on your phone. You might lean back. You might sit up. You might look down in that mug like, what's going on down there, But
I am. I'm definitely gonna look down.
exactly, and that's what I'm saying. So once
going on down
that
there.
environment,
Yeah, we going live tomorrow. We going to get some Yanni steams.
All right, for sure.
We going live tomorrow.
once that environment is created with the herbs, and things like that. So the herbs come with what you got going on.
So do
It
you
might
think a
create-
sweat contributes to some of that?
Yeah.
Sweat and hair and
Sweat
bad
and hair
hygiene?
definitely because
Hair definitely.
once you sweat, that's like the insides of your body.
Just kind of coming out.
So if you
Your
don't
deep-
drink enough water,
Yeah.
if you're a person that drinks soda, eat fast food all the time and stuff like that, you can have stinky pores.
So do you think so is the pineapple thing for you a real thing?
No,
Thank you.
it's not at all.
Thank you.
It's
We were
just
like, come on, y'all.
It's just a thing that women
Hey, Taryn,
think
thank you.
is something good to do, but it's not a thing at all. I don't believe in the whole pineapple thing, but if you drink,
That's a myth.
yeah,
So people think, they going around here thinking they can drink pineapples and
and taste
stuff
like
that.
pineapples and smell like
Yeah,
pineapples.
no.
That's
No.
what-
Your
the only
cooch
thing that's
still
gonna have
tart,
you
baby.
smelling
Yeah.
good and feeling good is taking care of it.
Yeah.
Recognizing the smells, the discharge, or anything like that, and taking the things you need to cleanse that area. That vaginal area, your womb is you need to target that itself.
Yeah, because it's kind of like a little cocoon. So
Yeah.
if you ain't doing it, because a lot of people don't even realize all of the things that cause BV. Like when you're having sex with somebody unprotected and they are
Having sex with someone else.
somebody else,
You
they're
exchanging
nutting you.
bodily fluids.
Yeah.
It be these Negroes that think that they raw dogging. And you
Yeah.
just in slept with 3 girls.
Yeah.
You just done brought all 3 of their fluids to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
they
then I
also
get
nutting.
BV, and then you want to say,
It's you.
I ain't cheat.
Yeah,
you.
and that's
It's you.
majority. I wouldn't say majority, but that's like a lot of where it comes from. Because then once that happens, then you might wear something too tight that day, or you
Yeah.
might go swimming that day, or you might eat something wrong that threw you off. So it's
Yeah.
easier for you to get infections and BV and things like that when you're dealing with a partner that you don't know who's doing what with who.
Yeah,
So.
that's true. So we talked about this in a last episode about Estes. We was talking about charging folks that came to
With that extra
with
smell.
Brazilians, like, you know what, you got an extra smell. We finna charge you, honey. Is there
Is
a
it-
charge at the Yanni Steam?
It's not.
And is it
not.
kind of expected to have a little bit of a smell from a woman? Because that was one of the things we talked about was that there's a hormonal part of it, and also too there's a pheromone part of it.
Yeah.
So is it just to be like you don't have any smell, or is it just more so of like it just depends on the woman?
It just depends on the woman.
Oh.
Because you couldn't have a natural smell that's to you.
Yeah.
It couldn't stink to nobody, or it could possibly stink to somebody. It's just your natural scent with the lotions
It's
you
people
put
with
on.
different cultures. You can smell that.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah,
That's
The
true.
smell the
body
herbs
wash you
that they
use.
cook.
The
Yeah.
foods and all of the different things.
Yeah,
that
Baby,
they-
go down
stuff like that.
Dorset Road and
She said a
270.
specific location. It smelled different over there.
you smelling all curry.
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying.
You right.
It be in the paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. And then there are, and that was like a big research thing for me, is that part of like finding out those different things to do to make sure that not even necessarily about the smell, but just the whole BV thing is a big thing for Black women.
I would say just drink more water. Drink more water. Drink as much water as you can to kind of flush that system and things like that, so that you can balance yourself and keep
Yeah.
yourself balanced. Eat fruits and drink water. That's like the best thing that you can do to kind of have a
We're
healthy pH.
We're gonna get them pineapples.
The pineapple is a good thing because they have certain chemicals in it that stabilize certain things. But for as trying to consume yourself with pineapples to smell like it and taste like it,
so
don't do
curious.
that.
Right.
So what about like apple cider? Is it apple cider vinegar or is it the other one, just the regular vinegar? Well, he was
The apple cider vinegar?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't really think about that.
Because it's acidic, so
Bleach that out, yeah.
it's acidic. So I feel like
it's
it
on
would,
the acidic level, so on the
Yeah.
pH balance. So to me,
it's
gonna
gonna
throw you
raise it
off.
up. and,
Exactly.
you
It's
know,
gonna
it might
send you-
make everything feel like it's good for the moment, and then everything gonna be like, yeah, I'm mad.
I didn't
bitch.
like that. Exactly. It's gonna turn your black underwear white. It's gonna definitely bleach them underwear.
You know what? The fact that you brought that up, because there was no people. If you know that's what some people's underwears get bleached from it, and because they have so much acidity
It's
going on,
acid.
that
Yeah.
they'll have like these bleach marks. Man, girl, you had me talking all night, because I was just like, because a lot of times I think for us as women, we don't share that knowledge or share
Right.
that information, or it's just an embarrassing moment to talk about. When if you trying to get your body right and you trying to make sure you're good, make sure you're good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't.
It shouldn't be something embarrassing.
It shouldn't
At
be
all.
embarrassing when it comes to those
Your
types
man
of
just
things.
might be horrible.
Or I mean, hey, look, if you gon' my thing is like this: if you gonna be out here in these streets and you gonna do what you gonna do, make sure you're taking care of your body first.
Exactly. And you
know
have to
what
be
I'm saying?
educated on what to do.
Yeah.
You can't necessarily just think that, washing with water, because that's what everybody thinks. Oh, use water there, use water there. Yeah, water is cool.
What you
but
say to women
sometimes
that
you need-
douche?
Ooh. If you need it, then do it, but don't do it too often.
But what is actually in douche? Isn't it
It's vinegar.
No,
Vinegar
don't
water.
douche with the store-bought brand. Just buy the bottle and put water in it.
Yeah, but
Just to
they
kinda
be
cleanse
going to the store buying that vinegar and water.
Don't buy it.
Well, even your gynecologist will tell you that, but women do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought douching was a big thing in the 90s, wasn't it?
It was very big.
You could. I don't even think I think it was a big thing then because you can buy it off the shelves with no problem. Like now, I think you got to kind of look for it.
It was big where it was a rumor in the 90s where women would actually go buy the store-bought douches. And then if they had multiple men, or like if they had one man with a big penis and one man with a small penis, they will go get that seasoning that turns a cucumber to pickles and put it in the douche to make them tighter.
What?
And that's supposed to be the natural way to get you tight so a man won't know that you had sex with somebody else.
You lying to me?
No, that was a big thing.
Oh wow.
I'm telling my age, but
You could just keep
proud
on
of
your
my
way through
age.
life, but no, I don't
I'm
think
proud of
keep
my
them in this
age.
video.
Well, see, I think it's a myth that men can tell if you have sex and can kind of detect
Jordan.
your tightness. No, because the vagina is gonna stretch.
it's a muscle.
Well, it's a muscle.
It's a muscle.
Thank
So
you.
you can't go buy no pickle
I can sit
seasoning
here
and put it with the
squeeze my
douche.
muscle. Soon
Yeah.
you try to get up in there, you're gonna think it's tight because I'm sitting here doing my Kegels and you don't even know it.
That's why I
First
say-
of all,
but
what
that's being
men don't know
knowledgeable.
is you can have sex and then the next time you have sex, the vagina is gonna swell, so it's gonna get tighter, not looser.
Exactly.
It only get looser when it over
beat
time.
it up, beat it up.
It's only gonna be looser with time. That's when the walls start coming down.
Yeah.
And then, but that's because the muscles is gone.
Yeah.
That's true.
It ain't
And if
got
you aren't
nothing to
doing
do with-
anything
Exactly.
to maintain the muscle, you're right. Because
Yeah.
even with childbirth, that's the whole. It's a contraction. It's using the muscle to expand you so that you.
That's
can
way I didn't
Push
want
the
natural
baby out.
childbirth.
Yeah.
I did not want natural childbirth.
You didn't have a natural childbirth.
No, baby, I got cut 3 times. No, ma'am.
Really?
I didn't want no 10-pound baby coming through my vagina.
Damn, 10
No.
pounds.
I mean, that's the possibility. The possibility. I didn't even want to
Really?
think about that.
Oh wow.
No, I got cut all 3
well,
times.
baby, your walls are still intact. That's why you saying what you said.
Intact, baby.
You ain't gotta worry about
Tell me
nothing.
with a nothing,
You ain't
okay?
worry about nothing.
Ain't worry about nothing. Ain't worry about nothing.
And that's where my business kind of was born out of me after I had my son, because my whole birthing experience was kind of traumatic afterwards, because my mom videotaped it. So afterwards, when I was in my postpartum stage and I was watching it and things like that, I was like, oh, what the hell? I had to get cut.
Yeah.
And just the whole healing process was a lot, and I wanted to get back to my sexy girl feeling, and I'm just like, why this ain't working? I feel like it was dead. So I started getting into the Yoni products and things like that to try to wake it up. And I'm like, oh yes, the Yoni snapped me back together, because I don't know what I went through during birth, but it did not. It had me in another state where I was just like, I don't even want this vagina no more.
So why do they call it yoni?
Well, Yoni, it symbolizes the womb.
Okay.
It's like another word for vagina.
Okay.
So basically that's just what it is. That's what they call it. Instead of saying vagina or pussy or, things like that, you say yoni. And it's just, a different
A
word to
cute
use.
little word to
Yeah.
use. Okay.
Yeah,
Yoni steam instead of coochie steam.
Yeah.
Or PUSSY steam.
Right.
Don't they call like the ones that help you like you can put it inserted, because there's like a bunch of different things
The
you can
eggs?
insert. Yeah, but aren't they called yonis?
The yoni eggs.
Yeah, that's what I
Yoni
thought.
eggs.
And you
And
put
they're
it
different
in there?
sizes. That helps with the muscle and
Yeah.
the vaginal wall. So that kind of helps bring the vaginal wall up. Because, some people uterus sits down and some sits up. So if your uterus is one that sits down and you have trouble with penetration and stuff like that, you could put the yoni eggs in and to kind of help you strengthen your pelvic muscles.
Wait, hold on. Let's go back to that. So wait, we elevating.
Try to get into
the
this
vagina
coochie
now.
topics.
We are elevating the coochie.
So do the
Coochie
yoni
topics.
eggs, like when you put it inside of you, is it like pulling like bacteria off of?
No.
Because
It's literally like a gemstone.
I've seen something on somebody's page and they specialize in the same thing that you're doing. But what they were advertising was like once they came out, it was like all the stuff around.
Well, those are the yoni pearls.
Yeah.
Those are the pearls.
Okay.
So those are just like little herbal balls. Basically, with the herbs, it's compacted into a small pearl with like a cloth wrapped around it. So it's kind of like a tampon that you leave in for like a couple days. And then that would draw any extra yeast and if the, you know how every month the uterus sheds the lining, we have our period. If your whole shedding didn't happen, then that pearl is able to absorb that excess tissue that could cause disease and stuff like that. So once you pull the pearl out, that's when other things starts coming out behind it. You know, you
Can I
can
do one
have
of those?
Yeah.
Like
What?
You
I'm
have
so
to do it. I don't do
interested.
it. I give it to you and you do it. It's not a
I
treatment
don't
that
want
I
you
do.
to come in. You know what
Some
was the
people have
most?
asked me, do I do the pearl? I sell them. You put them in yourself.
Oh yeah, 'cause you know what? Because I did an ultrasound and the lady was just like, okay, here we go. She dressed it, the little
She put a condom on the
the
little thing.
thing on there, and she was like, okay,
Squirt a
so
little gel.
yes, and it was like, all right, here you go, and I was like, what the hell am I supposed to put this damn 30 inches of
For
what am I
your
supposed to do with
ultrasound?
it?
No, she was supposed to do that.
Yeah.
No, she said, here we go to make you comfortable. You push it in, and then
Nah, you gonna
Yeah.
do that, ma'am.
That's what my legs cocked open for. Get in
Right.
there.
I just had an ultrasound
That
lately,
ma'am,
and they did it
she gave it to
themselves.
me, and it was just like, okay, so you go ahead.
She
and
might have just been
guided it
scared.
in.
Yeah.
She might have been scared. She was
I
new.
was scary because I sure was like, what the hell is that supposed to do? And where is it supposed to go?
Yeah, I've never had no one give it to me for me to do. They always
Yeah, she
Yeah,
might
I
have been
have
scared.
never gotten that done.
No, I'm talking about the one that actually is inserted into you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had an ultrasound.
That's like, I think they call that probing. Right?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
they were checking
Yeah.
for
I ain't never had that.
thyroid,
Cancers
the
and stuff like
cancerous.
that.
Cysts,
not
Yeah,
thyroid.
cysts
they've
and stuff
always
like
done
that.
it
Yes,
for
yes,
me.
that's what it was. But
Hi,
yeah,
Clary.
yeah. So
Let's switch
we
gears a little
Yeah, we're gonna
bit.
switch just a little bit.
So
yeah, go ahead.
Tamaya, so it's your
Yeah, I sure do.
No, they just said hey and
Yeah, we
hello.
replied
Hi,
to them, yeah.
beautiful. Where? You got more? Oh yeah, I seen them.
yeah.
I seen that.
We responded to
We saw
Nay
Nay.
and
We saw Nay.
Taryn. Okay, let's switch gears just a little bit with Samaya. So recently, I didn't know this, but are you in Jungle Hustle?
I am.
Jungle Hustle Part 4?
Oh, part 4.
Yeah.
Yes, girl.
Lord.
I don't know why that group keep getting shot down. But so they got a new Jungle Hustle. I was in the first one. I just got added to Part 4.
Yeah,
So
I'm in part 4.
the question is, how do you handle a customer and what they want versus what they get? So like recently in Jungle Hustle, it was a lady that blasted a braider in Jungle Hustle, and she had this picture of these braids that she wanted, and that's not what she got based on the pictures that we saw. And also, the braids literally looked like they were about a week old, but they were a day old.
Oh, wow.
Because she had did some knotless braids, and also the braids were getting white and gray. And as the day went on, it got super white and super gray. So the lady asked for her money back. And she posted she said, this is the picture that I told her that I wanted. So this is what I wanted,
And that's what I got.
but this is what I got.
So your expectation versus your reality with clients.
Yeah, so how do you
Okay,
handle that? Or give us some stories. Give us some stories.
Hustle part 4. But that whole little situation, that whole page is ghetto. I'm sorry. It's so ghetto and ratchet. Like, I'm sorry, Jungle Hustle. The admin or whoever is over that page is so ghetto. It need to be taken down. And the reason why
But
I
it
say
get
that,
taken down.
the reason why I say that is because it's a lot of people that's in Jungle Hustle that's not licensed.
Yeah.
They taking people money and they scamming people in there.
Yeah.
There are some licensed people that are in there. I feel sorry for them because, you know.
Do you post in there?
I don't post in there.
I don't feel like licensed professionals should post in there.
People tag me in there. And I did have a run-in with somebody who tagged me into there because then they was like, are you doing her for food stamps?
Oh.
And I'm like, I had to write something because that inside me, I just clocked 1,500 hours. I got my license. I'm not doing nobody her for no SNAP benefits.
Oh, you trying to go with the new improved name?
The new name.
New name.
SNAP benefits.
That's what's on outside.
In Illinois, it's called Link. In Missouri,
Link,
it's that
SNAP.
Blue Visa.
Blue Visa, all that. And I had a client was just like, I was wondering what you was talking about, Blue Visa, on Facebook when you was snapping. I was like, because that's an insult. Like, don't tag me onto nothing that contains a blue card. Like, how do you even do that transaction? What, you give me your card first and then I do your hair later? Like, how does that work?
You know, that's how
I
they
guess,
get
I
you.
think that's a good question.
Like,
I think
how
they
does that
probably
even
meet
work?
them.
Like-
Anybody accept food stamps for
like-
services?
Like, do you give
Comment
them
on the screen. Yeah, let us know on this live. Comment on the
Because
screen.
I always want to know, like, I don't do
Maybe
hair
you
for-
go to the grocery store. So if I was the stylist, you're
Or do you
taking
go
me
with
to
me?
the grocery store first. I'm not doing your hair first. You got me fucked up. Like, I'm going to go shop. And then
how does that work,
it ain't
though?
50-50
I
no
always
more.
wanted to know how they work.
But see, back in my
60-40.
day, it was 60-40, but we had paper books. So you can
Yeah.
literally pay them with paper cash. Now it's
So
card.
I'm like, y'all giving people y'all cords and y'all cord
Okay,
number,
yeah.
and y'all just
Yeah, oh, they do that.
Yeah,
They'll
but,
give
you
you the
know-
card. And then,
said,
but
"I
see,
don't
my
understand
thing
any
is,
of this."
And some people do the Walmart pickup online.
Yeah.
You know, Snooks does it now too.
yeah.
Really?
they
Yeah,
set
they
your
do.
food stamps.
And get them
They
delivered to your
can
house.
put it on their phone.
You
They
lying to
do.
me?
Right
No,
there.
they
So
do.
while I'm
Hey,
doing your hair,
who's
I'm
selling
gonna
them
order my
visas?
groceries.
Who's selling them visas?
Because I know for sure Walmart does.
hit
You
us
can do
up in the
Walmart
inbox.
pickup too.
Exactly. That's why I'm finna order my
Snooks just
groceries
started.
right while I'm doing your hair.
Right.
Right
That's
when
what
I ain't
I'ma
got
start
none.
doing, too. But
Can't even
to
get none.
To get back on that topic as far as like people getting what they asking for and not getting what they get.
Yeah.
As far as, I say you get what you get because of what you paying for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say
That's
if you
true.
go the cheaper route, if this person throwing you a deal and if she ain't showed you no pictures, you got to do your research first off. I know some people be so in a rush to get their hair done, they just can't wait, and that's why they run into like people that that'll scam them or do whatever they want to their hair for the money. You got to be patient. If you want to get your hair done and you want to get it done right, pay the money
Yeah.
to get it done right.
Yeah.
If you go and sit in somebody's chair that's running a deal, you gonna look like a deal.
Yeah.
Literally.
And I think
Yeah.
people have false expectations of a picture that they're showing me. So
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
want this. You're not going to that specific person who did that. So
Yeah.
you have to go to me, which I'm going to make it look as similar as I can. But if it's
Yeah.
not the exact same way, you
You're
can't
right,
get mad at
Jazz.
me.
Yeah, and
You
they
know.
do that all the time. They'll share your picture and be like, "Can you do this style?" And it'll be like, it's like anybody could do this style. Well, why you just didn't tag the person that did that style?
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
why
yeah.
didn't you just
Why
write
you
that
steal
person?
that picture?
Why did you take their
Because
picture
they trying
off
to
their
get
page?
they trying to get a cheaper price.
Yeah, why did you take that picture off their page when you could just go right to her and inbox her and say, "Hey, can you do this style for me?" So then you want to run into, "Oh, I got to blast her out on Facebook later because she did some,
Yeah.
Felicia braids in my head."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like some people are using products that don't go with their client's hair. Like there is a certain
That's
product
it
for
right
everybody's hair. You can't use lock gel for everybody hair.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta, that's like you said, the consultation.
licensed.
When they come in, you look at their hair.
Yes.
Then you tell them like, okay, she got kinky hair. I might can use, the braid, the red jar. Or I have so many different jars of braid and stuff because if somebody comes to me with finer texture hair, hey, I can use the more looser.
See,
The
that's
more
what I'm
looser
talking.
stuff.
And the crazy thing is that a lot of people do not know the difference between that. Because
Yeah.
even with me, I have referred a client to another young lady, and he had textured hair like mine. My hair looks like it's this super full, tangly hair, and it's not. You put
fine.
water
Very
on it.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Very
it
fine
tangles
hair.
a little bit, but it's fine.
Yes.
But it's got a tight coil. So, and I don't know the 4C, 3C, W, F,
Definitely,
B, P. I
definitely
don't
a
know that.
4C.
But that's one of
you
the
a barber.
things-
You a barber.
But that's one of the things that I struggle with hairstylists, and that's why I only stick with certain people
Yeah.
because they will normally use too much product on my hair, or they'll use too much heat on my hair because they don't realize it
Yeah.
until they actually start doing my
it,
hair.
yeah.
And then now they're at the point they just like, oh, I'm gonna keep on going through. Now my hair flat, and I ain't, it looking like I ain't got nothing to my hair. But that like this is one thing that a guy has said. He said if you want something, you got 3 options. You got it fast, cheap, and what was the last one? You can have it fast, cheap, or you can have it quick. He said you got 3 options.
Yeah.
If you choose fast, if you do quick and cheap, that's what you get.
Yeah.
Or you get the more expensive the price. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Or you pay more for a faster service. You get what you get. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
Or you do a cheap service, but you got it fast.
Yeah.
You just what you're paying for what you get.
Yeah, you
So
really
you have to pay attention to what you're paying for. And I understand because there's sometimes you get in situations where people will hoodwink you because you be on Instagram seeing all these beautiful pictures of what they did.
Yeah.
And sometimes they are taking their best clients and they posting their best clients online.
Yeah.
So now they come with you and they ain't never dealt with your hair texture
Yeah.
before, and now you get what you get.
Sharonda on Facebook said a lot of times the picture is going viral.
Yeah.
But sometimes, nobody knows who the stylist is, so a lot of them are just out of state.
Yeah, I agree.
She's stupid.
Nay crazy. She talking about you can sell them 2 books so that they can pay me in cash.
There you go. Go sell them
Or
books
get
before you
that
get to
snap
me.
card first. When did they change it to the word snap? They
That
just
was
did
like
that.
the
It's on
last 2
Snap
years.
in every grocery
Okay,
store.
so she said get the snap card.
Yeah.
If you do accept, otherwise they gonna give you their card and then call it in lost. True that.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to the store first.
Yeah, that's why I say that's very ratchet. Like, don't link my name, my reputation to no EBT card because I give out great service, and every stylist have their hit and miss days. I say if you are going to somebody and a hairstyle just didn't turn out right, but she bombed, don't go on there and bash her because maybe she just had an off day. As a hairstylist, we do get tired. We so driven with trying to please our clients.
Yep.
When our body gets tired, it shows in our work.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if this stylist is bomb at what she doing, you chose to go to her and she just didn't do your hair as pleased. Don't go to Instagram and bash her and mess up
Or
her
Facebook,
reputation.
yeah.
Try to say,
Have a
hey,
conversation.
Hey, my hair didn't come out as I expected. I know you do great work. What can you do? Like, I'm willing for you to do my hair over. It's like now, today's day, people are looking for a clout and they trying to, I'm a bash her so, all
this
her
post
stuff can
viral.
go down and she ain't gonna have no more clients. Like,
Yeah.
why do Black women tend to tear each other down when
It could
I
be
might
easy.
can help you?
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
easy fix.
I can help you. It
Are
could
you
be
ever
fixed.
It
could be fixed.
upfront with them first? Like it's people that, for example, as estheticians, we do machines and people go do surgery, things like that. And so sometimes we got to tell them, hey, I can't do any more cavitation on you, honey. It's either you're going to have to go get that tummy tucked because we can't continue to cavitate you. So has a client ever showed you a picture, you got this much hair, but then you want to look like Kim Kardashian? Have you ever told a client, like, I can't
do
give
that.
you
I was
that
just
look?
gonna say that because that's what that leads to. Because
Unrealistic.
sometimes you do have to be realistic with your client.
Like we can't, or
Before-
baby, let me sell you this wig. I can put this lace wig on,
top of you.
because that little short little growth.
I don't even let people come in there with little hair. Literally,
You discriminate against
I really don't. Like, if people come to me,
Bald
they,
head, scally
when-
wig,
when
ain't got
people-
no hair in the back.
Jill do,
Steve do,
her shit is
Steve
okay,
do.
let me-
Yeah, so
Get all up over
literally
here.
when people
Let me stop.
when people post their pictures, I'm not the person that write on Facebook, but I watch everybody.
Yeah.
And if you come to me and I know you're the type of person that cut your hair a lot, I say, hey, send me a picture of your hair.
Yeah.
Don't send me a picture, send me a video.
Well, that's consultation, so
Like,
that's great.
show me what your hair is. I asked them, is your hair 2 to 3 inches? Like, because I don't want you to get all the way here.
And I tell you no.
You want this style, and I say no, and you be like, oh, you waste my time. Can I get my deposit back? Because that's not refundable. So I tell them right in there, hey, your hair is too short for this. Like, think of another style, inbox me, and we could try to work something out, but I won't put my fingers through that trauma on your head.
Yeah.
For real. Because this is my money, and like when you braid in smaller hair,
Bald head hoe.
it kind of messes with your fingers.
She's a bald head hoe.
And everybody want to keep up with
Ain't
the
getting no
trend.
services.
So I tell them like, hey baby, your hair is too short for me. Like you find somebody else that specializes, they can probably grip that little stuff, but I ain't finna put my fingers through that.
Oh yeah, that was like again with my hair texture.
That happened to me though,
ain't gonna
but
be able to
hold
do
up.
it.
Well, I'm glad I didn't meet you in beauty school, but that happened to me. You know how when you in beauty school, baby, we was trying to pull my hair. They pulled my hair up to a 10. That's when that gray first came out. We pulled my hair up to a 10. All my hair was probably the length of yours. All my hair fell out in the sink.
Oh wow.
Cause we trying to put gray on my hair.
Lifted it all the way to it.
All
wasn't-
to a 10
She's 10.
in the first wop.
No,
wow.
baby.
Whoa.
And then,
They should've stopped that
so
shit.
I had a bald
That's the
head hoe
problem.
episode. I had a bald head hoe episode. I was about 2 inches, and a girl that went to beauty school, Keita, she ain't on here, but Keita moved to Houston. I was like, can you please
Fix
sew my hair? And she was able to braid my hair and give me a sew in.
Okay.
Until it grew back, cause baby, I was looking a hot ass mess. So I was one
Yeah.
of them 2-inch bald head hoes, but just a little bit.
Oh no, I've had my
it get
experiences.
like
I
that.
remember because I used to wear my hair not short, but like nice little length. And I used to go to them African ladies and be like, "Did y'all braid my hair?" That lady said,
They tell you off the
"Hair
flip.
too silky."
They tell
Hair
you
too
that.
silky.
When I
You ain't want no
It's
hair
gonna slide out,
added
hair
in?
gonna slide
Yeah.
out. I was
Oh,
just
she
like,
said no.
No, they would not braid
Well, at
my
least they knew your
hair.
texture.
They knew
Yeah.
immediately, and they was like, because y'all like to talk
Yeah.
shit,
Right.
And y'all like to blast
about ready to
people,
fight.
be ready
Yeah.
to fight over your hair sliding
Yeah.
out. And then, but I didn't realize that because at first I'm like, man, y'all just tripping. Y'all didn't do this
Yeah.
damn hair.
Right.
And then I had a girl do my hair, and literally the next day, my shit was just sliding
out.
Yep.
And I was so upset because I was like, I just spent all that time sitting there getting my hair braided to slide out.
But see,
Remember
braiders,
what
they
you
don't
said.
learn the hair though.
Yeah.
quick.
Right. Quick and cheap.
Quick and cheap. And braiders, they don't learn the textures of hair when you go. They just get a braiding certificate.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Wait, you should get a certificate for braiding.
Oh yeah.
yeah, now
You don't
Missouri
even have
made
to-
them. Yeah, now in the state of Missouri, I don't know about Illinois. Yeah, Yafi is in Illinois, so yeah, I don't know about Illinois, but Missouri makes them do a braiding certificate now.
In
Yeah.
Illinois,
Supposed
they
to.
make them get a license for stripping.
All the strippers is braiders, baby. And during the day.
No, you got to get a license.
That's what I'm
to
saying. Look,
strip.
what do you need?
Oh,
That's the
you
requirement
do?
of
That's what I'm
that.
saying. I ain't never heard no license to braid. What you say? That's what they do in Missouri.
But you know what? Let me
Over
tell you
in
something.
Illinois, they
I
gotta
love Illinois, but Illinois is some big ass pimps. baby, Illinois is gonna give you the money, but they gonna take your money too.
Yeah.
That's the difference between, we ain't gonna get into that subject, Democratic state versus a Republican state. But Illinois, like, they straight told me, now I'm a licensed esthetician, I'm a licensed cos, I'm a licensed educator. I'm licensed in both Missouri. I let my Illinois licenses go, but I'm finna get them back because I'm coming back. But I was in Illinois under all 3 licenses, and they literally came to me. The health department came to me and said, hey, look, when you do your microblading services, you can't tell your client that you're an esthetician. You can't tell your client that you're a cosmetologist. You cannot tell your client that you're a licensed instructor, which you would think I'm doing eyebrows, right? And I'm cutting the skin. I literally had to pay them $500 every year and say, I do body art tattooing.
Oh, wow.
That's what they called it.
That's what they call it.
Wow.
Wow.
Every year you got to do.
And you had to
get your-
shop in Fairview Heights, right?
Yeah, had the shopping favorite. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And Fairview Heights, the only one that's gonna let you do it.
I mean, they did
Wow.
say bouncing your
Shiloh, all
ass
them
needs some
other-
license, baby. We need to, they're specific. That's what
Illinois
they do
got
about
licenses
Illinois.
for everything.
Everything.
So now
Yeah.
you gotta have a license to be a stripper.
I'm just saying. I just want to
Really?
know what the requirements
How do you
is.
go about getting a license to strip?
They do like what they do in
You just
Atlanta.
fill out the application and then you just pay.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you had to do an audition or something.
You gotta register. You gotta go down and register at like the
Right.
county or something like that to say like, oh yeah.
They
I'm a
just want to,
stripper.
but see, that's the thing is they want to count your money.
They-
want
yeah,
They
so
do,
taxes.
they want you to file
accountable for your
taxes on it because they making too much money.
Exactly.
Illinois want their paper.
Yeah, they say, hold on now.
Well, let's move into the last
Well,
part
I can
of.
get stripping off my list then.
I keep saying I want to strip, girl. I want to go strip, but my knees gone.
You parties.
My knees gone though.
Private
You
parties.
said, what you need your knees for? You just need a little body strength. You do need your knees for.
A stripper?
We gonna
Yeah.
get you that beach
You
wave.
gotta go all the way down. You gotta bounce up.
Yeah,
I don't even know how to twerk, so it
Them
doesn't
girls,
matter.
that, well,
Oh, it's fine. We gonna teach you how to twerk.
Ah.
Couple more weeks, I got you.
give me a little time.
You gotta give me a class. Well, we're gonna move into the last part of our podcast. It's called Salon Tea. So we're gonna start with you, Fee. So why don't you share with us just a little bit of what's new in 2023? What's new coming out? With the Yanni steaming, and then one of the questions that we do want you to answer along with that is, how do you market to clients that don't have any, or they think they don't have any vaginal issues? Why would they book with you or come to your salon? So what's the new stuff and all that?
That's a hard topic. The new stuff
Really?
is the soaps and the products. That's the new stuff. That's the new trend with everybody going more to natural, organic, plant-based feminine care or things like that.
But you know what? Not to cut you off, keep talking, but let me ask you this real quick question. I tried one of them soaps and it literally burned.
Really?
Darn. What kind of soap was it?
It was
that
like a
non-toxic
Yanni
soap?
bar. But see, everybody be trying. I'm glad you are a certified herbalist because
Yeah.
everybody be trying to get on Alibaba and buy that,
The wholesale stuff.
wholesale and sell it and get them a little net bag and put them but you don't even know what's in the bar.
Yeah, the private label stuff.
You have to make sure that the ingredients are really natural and things like that. Like everything that's like store-bought, it has a shelf life, so it has a preservative in it, it has a chemical in it, so leaning more towards organic products that's made with like essential oils and like a plant-based base, like gel soap base and things like that, it will help balance you better than any chemical store-bought thing. Now I wouldn't necessarily say anything is wrong with store-bought products because a lot of people are used to it. That's what we are used to. That's what we
Grow up on, and that's what we
and
know.
think- exactly. But switching over to the plant-based products and stuff like that will kind of bring your natural floral back and things like that. Will help you stay balanced more and things
Help
like
with
that.
your pH balance and stuff.
Exactly, so that when you not easily to catch infections and things like that from anytime you may consume something or come in contact with a certain type of detergent or something like that, now you're using this soap that has this chemical in it that could just give you a reaction out the blue.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people are starting to lean more into organic, handmade, the soaps and stuff like that. And then what was the other question you said?
So, well, you said it's a touchy subject, but can you talk on it just a little bit? Why would a woman, if she thinks that she doesn't have any vaginal issues, why would she become your client or come to the Yanni Steam salon?
Out
or
of
spa?
curiosity.
Out of
Because
curiosity.
a lot of women feel like, oh, I don't need that, or I just use water, or I don't have a smell, I don't have an odor. I don't necessarily like to target if you have a smell, if you have an odor, if
Issue.
you have an infection, if you have an issue. Yeah, I don't like to target just women with issues.
Yeah.
I like to target just women in general because we all have a vagina, we all have sex, we all have kids, so we all
You need a
experience-
cleanse, baby. You need a cleanse.
Exactly. And then I just educate you on using more organic feminine care because it will kind of keep you a little bit more balanced better than anything with chemicals added in.
Yeah, I think because I don't really think people realize how much the chemicals affect our bodies. Because I even what's the black lady that had the
Honey
line?
pot.
Honey
Honey
pot.
pot.
So
Didn't she just
They were
sell
mad
that?
because she switched
she added more her ingredients. She added more chemicals in it to well they just changed the formula. I'll say that.
Yeah. Okay.
They changed the formula of what they use to make certain things. And even with before they had done that, just using their tampons versus like other tampons, I just seen even just the flow is different. So when you get more of a natural, it's like your body reacts differently to it. You're like, hey, hold on. We ain't got to worry about something saying stop that.
Yeah, definitely. Because like I've
That's
heard
what chemicals do.
women say with the yoni steams, they have experienced less cramping, less heavy bleeding, and things like that. Increases fertility. So if you're a person that's trying to get pregnant, steaming can help you, achieve
Help with that
fertility better.
fertility,
Yeah.
yeah.
So leaning more so into the natural organic products, it kind of helps bring
Preserve
that
it.
balance. Yeah, that balance where you feel more comfortable in yourself. And
So you're more so educating them on to maintain it.
Exactly.
And
So I
things
want
like that.
all women to know that this is not a place where you come if you experience a smell, odor, or infection, something like that. I'm not here to correct this. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
not a doctor. I'm not from the tip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I'm here to this is a regular maintenance. You know,
Do you ever?
a monthly maintenance.
So if they have a smell, you don't say anything. Do you make recommendations after the visit?
I definitely do. I definitely say, hey, they say, I said, how you feeling? Oh, I feel great. Well, we got these type of products and these do this, the oil do this, the soap do this, so I try
So
to.
you kind of beat around the bush that they smell.
I don't really,
I think she
I
feel
don't
like-
want to make anyone feel uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I
Okay.
know if I smell it, you could possibly smell it.
Yeah.
And then some people probably think that it's the herbs that probably smell like that, not really themselves. Or some people probably in the room probably like, "Damn, I don't
It's like
never
how you
want to make
would deal
nobody
with
feel
any
uncomfortable.
when
Yeah.
you're dealing with clients and you're not trying to hurt their feelings, but
Yeah.
you want to recommend what's best for them, or even during a consultation, being like,
Yeah.
this isn't the look for you.
So
because
I talk
of
to
these
them a
things.
lot about, hygiene and what the products do and certain things that they can do to avoid certain areas and things like that. So I never want to expose any smells or anything like that to try to be like, oh, girl, it smell up here. No, I never do that. No, I just take it on and spray my little spray.
What I
light
do
my little
love, I do
incense.
follow your story. You changed your diet too, didn't you? Mm-hmm. What all do you do?
In the morning times, I just consume sea moss and just water and fruits and things like that. I don't really eat anything heavy until the afternoon, and then I stop eating by like 7:30, 8 o'clock. And that helps my body get on the circadian rhythm of the world rather than just the clock. To kind of help me stay balanced within myself and stay more peaceful internal, to kind of listen to my body. So it helps me just pay more attention to, okay, so I've been drinking water for 3 days, then I want to have an alcoholic beverage and how my stomach rumbles or how it cramps or something like that. And I'm like, that's that alcohol. I can identify the things that I'm putting inside my body and how it's making me feel so I know whether or not I want to keep
Do it
doing
or
it
not.
or let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's good.
Well, Maya.
Right, I'm about to say, we got- she looked at me and I'm looking like, what else we gotta ask?
Her last question for Salon T. So, the cosmetology license is considered like the doctorate degree of beauty.
Yeah.
Because you can do everything
It's hard.
in the state of Missouri, even in Illinois. So have you ever thought about any crossover services, and what are some new hair services that's coming out in 2023?
I actually want to be a trichologist.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Elaborate.
Okay.
Can you tell the people what that is?
A trichologist is basically a person that specializes in the skin, hair, things like that, as far as in like educating people on hair growth. So
I
I
lack
wanna,
thereof.
yeah. So
I need
want
a consultation on my edges.
Yeah, because a lot of
that's
people,
a problem
a lot
now.
of people,
Yeah.
a lot of people that I have been coming across is struggling with like alopecia really bad, and it could be trauma alopecia or from them snatching their wigs off and things like that. And like, I want to be that type of person that get them on the right track, but I want to get the right ones on track. Like some people be like, oh, I just want my edges back just for this little one time. Now I'm gonna slap a wig on.
Yeah.
Like you can't do that. Like first, let's see what's going on. Is this actually trauma alopecia, or is this something you inherited, or something going on in your family?
Is that follicle even active for
like,
you to bring
is it
that hair
active
back?
or is this just gone? Like I want to because a lot of Black people are struggling with that. Like they're aging, her coming out at the top, stress. You know, I want to be that type of person that get them on the right track because, you know, Black beauty is everything to me. So when people come to me and I see that they're just so pretty, but when I see that forehead and I see them edges, I be like, what happened? Okay, baby.
What happened?
They about that look first, baby. You gonna look good first.
The look is everything. And I was like, okay, baby, I want to be able to help you longevity because I don't want this just to be a temporary thing for you. I want you to feel confident because this wig is about $400. I don't want you to have to keep paying $400 to put a wig on to feel like you somebody else.
Yeah.
Like feel like somebody else.
Well, it also depends on how much damage they did. They might be stuck with them wigs.
They might be stuck with the wigs.
They keep on using that got to be.
Yeah, they might be stuck with the wigs.
They're going to be ballless.
They've elevated a little bit.
Yeah, so I want to get into a little bit of that. And I did start teaching people how to braid hair on Sundays. I do enjoy teaching people. At first, I was not like a social butterfly at all, like because I don't know, my nerves get to me, and like when people talking to me and like asking questions, I'd be like, okay, she just threw me off. Like, what do I come back with? Like, like she'd ask me like just off the wall stuff, and I'd be trying to like get rid of my gangster and like be more professional because some of the stuff people ask me.
Dumbass questions.
Dumbass questions on a podcast. They ask clients, we ask them dumbass questions.
Why you just ask me that and I just taught you that? Like,
Dumbass questions.
Yeah.
So I have came out of my shell since, you know, I graduated. They did really like teach me a lot because like I taught the braiding course when I was in cosmetology school, and that kind of like brought me to like people telling me like, hey, you educate people very well. So I have been teaching people and educating people on how to braid hair. You know, I say keep at it because if you don't use it, you will lose it.
Yeah.
It's true.
Like I can teach you how to be dope, but if you ain't applying it, don't be saying my class was a waste. No, you was the waste.
Yeah, and a lot of people will do that. When
Like, don't say my class didn't teach you nothing. I taught you what I could teach you, but you got to apply it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think people don't realize that even though you may have the skill, it still takes work.
Yeah.
You still got to apply yourself. It just doesn't, because you got the skill, all of a sudden people knocking at your door.
Yeah.
That people don't care until they care. You know what I'm saying? Like
until it affects them.
Yeah. Right. So you do have to make a mark, just like even with you going and teaching the classes. You never know until you try to go out there and do it.
And I tell people that come to me and I teach them, I'm gonna market you. I'm gonna teach you how to market yourself. First off, don't go out here saying, "Oh, I'm charging people." Get you some models first.
Yeah.
Because if you get models first, you ain't got to worry about that backlash of people saying,
absolutely,
"Oh, you messed my hair up."
Yeah,
you a model, so it was free.
Girl, I can't stand the folks that you just took a class and all of a sudden you want to charge $500. Girl, you just been doing stuff for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
and now all of a sudden you just now I love the ones that want to say, I'm a celebrity hairstylist or makeup artist or nail tech.
It was down the list. That was number 5 because they couldn't get their number 1. It was number 5, and they finally a friend and told them, "No, my girl can get you together."
Nah, what happened is that the driver called you and told you that they at the Marriott downtown before they finna go to the Enterprise Center and just come paint their nails and just pack their little makeup that they got done at home because they just flew in from the private jet, and all of a sudden you a celebrity hairstylist.
Yeah.
If you ain't shampoo and style and do what they got, you ain't no shampoo. You're not no stylist just because you just added a couple more curls in the hair.
Yeah. Do a little touch up.
You just added a little touch up.
Just a little touch up.
Yeah, and I say to all anybody that's doing hair and you bomb and you not licensed, I say go get the license because you could be bomb all this time, but hey, if you want to move somewhere and you want to be more than what you could do in St. Louis, you can't move out of state and do that.
Yeah.
You're going to be very limited. You're going to be doing her out of your house because if you...
Because you can't build and say your name.
You got a suite here, you can't go to Atlanta and get a suite like that. they want a license.
Baby, you better preach to the choir.
They want a license. So I say, I have ran across a lot of people that are dope, but they're unlicensed. And I say, y'all don't want to spend the money to go to school, but I say, hey, you want to be a traveler, you want to do K. Michelle, you want to do all this when
they gonna ask for that license.
When B&M come here and stuff, they do look at that because they rap ratchet. They do look at people being licensed because, hey, if they like you, they gonna want to take you. They can't take you nowhere that you can't do her at.
Yeah. And it ain't gonna be them. It's gonna be their management team.
Yeah, they can't take
and
you
that
with them.
record label that's gonna say where your license, where your insurance, because this famous person is worth something.
Yeah.
So if you messing up their hair or their face, baby, oh Lord, that's a touchy subject.
I say, hey, get the license. Don't be lazy.
I'm glad you said that because it's a lot of people that don't realize
how important it is.
They don't realize that. They see what they see online and think, well, I'm going to go work for this famous person or I'm going to work behind the scenes on this show or that show.
Yeah.
If it's a legitimate show that's paying, they're going to ask for a license.
It sets you apart.
It sets you apart.
And it also shows you are actually serious about your craft.
You love your craft.
Anyone that loves their craft is always
you're
going
to get the education behind
themselves about their craft.
And they're going to keep educating themselves.
Yeah.
You want to stay on the...
continuously grow and try to get, I have my herbalist license and things like that. So I'm constantly learning about the herbs and the benefits because it's so many herbs.
Is it new herbs that come out?
No.
It's not. So it's just a different combination.
Yeah. Different combination of them. You learn about...
well, what does what?
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha.
But
that's them GMOs you talking about.
Exactly.
That's them GMOs.
That's the GMOs you talking about that's new coming out.
Yep.
No, the herbs are being grown for years and centuries and centuries. And they're the same ones. Lavender, chamomile, things like that. Them the same herbs that's been growing forever that our ancestors used for when you had a cut or bruise, something like that. They didn't use Band-Aids and antiseptic ointment and stuff like that. No, they went and pulled that lavender up and that aloe vera up and laid it on your skin.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I just recently, when I went to Egypt, I went to a oil place. And it was so interesting. You had to take a tour, of course, and they educated you, but it was all the oils that they ship over to the U.S. and they got different contracts with like Chanel.
Yeah.
Or
different companies that use the oils inside their products.
their perfume. And and they only ship to them.
Yeah.
And so like we could go and pick the different oils and, you know, like for aches and pains, but instead of it being an herb, it was the oil side of things.
Yeah.
So.
And you can
or do you ever think about getting into oils too?
I thought about it.
Okay.
You know,
because don't they go hand in hand?
It is, but that's a whole nother different
certification. It's a whole different ballgame.
Once you get into the herbs, then you learn that the herbs can be turned into oils and how the oils are used. You know what I'm saying? You can do the oils inside the navel for certain benefits and things like that. So that's a whole different type of therapy.
Wait a minute, what?
Yeah. Drop like peppermint oil
your
and
body,
thyme
put it right
oil
on in
inside
there.
because you know the navel is like the center of life. You know, that's where the baby.
That's where your baby got
the
all the
baby
nutrients.
connects
birth.
and it creates life.
Yeah.
So if you have like headaches, you can drop like peppermint oil inside your belly button, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, the belly button is
Drop them
has
gems.
all the nerves. That's
Girl,
the-
you telling
that's
me
the
something?
beginning of
I'm
life.
gonna.
I got me some peppermint oil
Like
too.
that. I said, I'm sure I'm gonna be like that. I had a headache earlier. I said, use that.
That's just one of the remedies.
But make sure y'all get some real peppermint oil.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, now I will say that it is the phone dead. Look, phone died.
Well, ladies, it was so nice having y'all on the show.
Yes.
It definitely was. We enjoyed you guys. Learned a whole lot.
Yes.
And y'all sound like y'all about y'all business.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We
So
love
book them
it.
appointments. ASAP.
Introduce your business, Samaya.
I'm Samaya. I am the owner of the Her Hustler on Instagram. I am the Her Bee Hustler. Y'all can click my link and book, please. Only want clients that are longevity. I do not like chair hoppers, so do keep that in mind. And on
Absolutely.
Facebook, my name is Maya Stanford.
All right, Free. Go
Also,
ahead.
I am maintaining free on Facebook, and you can find my company, the Yoni Lux Lounge, on Instagram and Facebook at the Yoni Lux Lounge. And I'm on my website is yoniluxlounge.com.
And we're going to go live tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, we
so
coming through.
excited.
There.
Yes. Can she come with us?
Yeah.
You want to go?
I have 4
What time are you
chairs.
guys-
We're going at 10.
Okay.
She said, that's
10 a.m.
That's when you hear it's a no, but I'll think about it.
No, I'm definitely
People like getting up
gonna come.
early.
I'm definitely gonna come, but I think I have some clients tomorrow. But I'm definitely gonna have to come. But you
Well,
know,
yeah, we'll give you her
you see,
info.
you see what I'm sitting on, right?
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my only issue is like what I'm sitting on.
Yeah, we have to figure out how we can do that because the chair I got is kind of little.
Yeah.
You might
We'll
have to
figure
wait.
it out. We'll
Yeah.
get it.
Well, if y'all don't know, you should know now. This is Lashing Now, Cutting Up, and we are so grateful for y'all tuning in. Look at our ladies over here live. I already tapped out because my phone died on us on this side, but we want to thank
Live
y'all
on
for coming
Facebook,
through.
Instagram.
Yes, please check us out on Instagram. If you guys want to see this link, you want to be able to see this or view this again, you can go to our Instagram. The link will be in the bio. Please check us out. We definitely would love for stylists, estheticians, nail techs, anyone that's a part of the industry because we
Beauty industry.
the beauty industry.
It's a
We are
billion-dollar industry.
Billions.
And
We-
it's
It's
growing.
enough money for all of us to make, and we
It
need to
is.
start working together.
right, and we love being able to spotlight our Black women, and just being able to spotlight our industry and telling people, even hearing from your perspective, all experiences and how it is, because I know it ain't all just, we make it sound like it's sunshine and butterflies, but you know, but
Yeah.
definitely check us
Good for you
out.
guys,
Yeah.
yeah.
Definitely check us out on Instagram. Hit us up, inbox us, inbox us.
And Bacchus.
Inbox us.
DM us. Look, I had to say it right. DM us. But all right, y'all, we are up out of here.
All right. Have a good one. Good night.
See ya.
Inbox us.